Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, I got the Mavic Mini back out today because what I wanted to do is I want to take it up and test some of those Quickshot or smart features. In my initial flight, I didn't even know where they were because I'm still familiarizing myself with the DJI because I'm mostly an Autel guy. This is my first DJI drone. Of course, I'm super impressed by it, but I didn't know exactly where those features were. Of course, now I know where they are. In that initial flight test, I really just wanted to test out how it flew anyway. I wasn't too concerned about the smart features or quick shots in that first video, but today I want to take it up. I think there's a Dronie mode, which I've tested the other day, which will do like a selfie where the drone flies up and away, keeps you in the shot. There's like a rocket mode, which will like tilt up and kind of go upwards more like a rocket. It'll kind of keep you in shot as it goes upwards. And then there's like a Helix mode, which I think is like a circle mode, but it kind of gets bigger. And then I think there's also a regular circle me mode too, I believe. We'll go through all the smart features here. We should have plenty of battery. This thing's supposed to get up to 30 minutes flight time. I've not flown it. I flew it to low battery yesterday, but I wasn't paying attention at the time. I was just flying it for fun with my dad. So we'll go ahead and we'll take it up here and test those features, and then I still plan to come back and do a full review of this drone at some point, but I wanted to get some of these. Everybody's most concerned about how does this thing fly and function more so than what comes with the box and the table review. So let's go ahead and set it down here. Hopefully I don't get any more IMU errors. IMU errors are the gyro accelerometer errors, was caused by me moving the drone around a whole bunch. I was getting that on the screen. So let's go ahead and we'll take it up and we'll try those different features. So let's go ahead. I'm going to back up because I don't know how well you guys are going to get this into. We're going to be able to see it here. And let's go ahead and let's just do the auto takeoff. We're not going to start recording yet because my understanding is these smart features initiate recordings automatically. Let's hope so. Otherwise we won't have any footage from the camera on the drone. So let's go ahead and let's just take off. Long press on the takeoff. And there we go. Take it a little higher so it's in you guys can see it. Holding nice and steady. There's a little breeze today, but it's rather gentle. It's on probably in that 5 to 7 mile per hour range. Let's just take it out here a little bit. I'm going to try to keep the sun to my back so that we don't have to deal with tons of glare. But the Dronie shot here with the sun behind me right now, there's a decent chance that that's going to hit a decent amount of sun glare right now. So let's turn it around and have it face me here. I'm going to tilt the gimbal down and move it over so that it's got me in the middle here. All right, guys, let's go in there and find that. Now let's do a Dronie shot first. Let's go into Quickshot. Let's do the Dronie. And it looks like it says 80 feet. Let's do like 100 feet. And let's go ahead and press start. And then I think I have to draw a box around me so it knows. Whoop. Alright, and then go ahead and press start. It's going to count down 3, 2, 1. And there it goes. It should take off. And there it's starting to go. Cool. And I believe when it finishes these automated smart features, the drone will return to where it was started out, which is really, really cool. Quick shot complete, aircraft returning to task start point. So here it comes, guys. I don't know how long that recorded there, if it's still recording or if it just records until it finishes it. I believe that it does record. Like if I go in here, let's see, and click on video, see, then it just gives me the options what I want to do. I could start recording now I'm recording some onboard footage, but see, then it doesn't let me go into the quick shot, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop that. And now let's go in there and go back to the quick shots, and we'll try the rocket mode now. But I really like that Dronie shot. I wish Autel would add that to the Evo because I have to manually do it, which is not too hard, but you're not going to get as good of a Dronie shot because you might go up too hot quickly or have the camera, tilt not adjusted just right. So Let's go ahead, we'll try that rocket mode. Let's go ahead and press start on that. Let's go ahead, I'm gonna back up some before I start. Just get a little bit farther back to see what it does. Let's go ahead and put a box around me. Press start. It's gonna count down. And I think it's gonna kind of come up and then go up. It's gonna go more up. And there it goes. I'm gonna try to look up, guys, so you can see it in the head cam there, but it's probably out of my view. So we're looking at the onboard footage now. And it's completed. And it's gonna come on back down now. And returning to its original location. And here it comes back down. That is really, really cool. That's another mode that I don't have on the Alto. I just have the circle me mode and the follow me and dynamic tracking, which this doesn't have. I love the dynamic or active tracking, I think as DJI calls it. One feature they don't have on here that I expect that they probably will add is follow me mode. That shouldn't be too hard. I've got $70 toy drones that can do that, so I would expect that they'll add that. All right, let's take it up a little bit higher here so we don't hit anything. I'm going to do a circle mode. I'm going to have it circle me. I just want to make sure that I have enough clearance that I don't, conk it into the pavilion. Let's go to circle mode. Let's press start. And then let's see, do I have to draw a box? Yeah, around me. Then press start. I would imagine that there is I didn't pay too close attention on the diameter of the, the radius on this. So I'm not exactly sure what it's preset to. I'm sure there's a way to adjust it. Boy, that's fast. As we follow it around. And it completed one circle and it stopped. Very, very cool. So it basically just did one rotation and returned to right where we started. And let's try that Helix. Let's go ahead and we'll try that mode out. Here is the diameter. That probably was up on the last one. I wasn't paying attention. I'm trying to focus on what I'm going to say. But you certainly can set the diameter on the circle me and Helix mode. Let's go back to the circle mode and look here again. Well, he didn't give it to me right there. Okay. You might be able to adjust it with the sticks. I don't know, but Helix does give me one. I'm going to do like 80 feet. And let's go ahead and let's start that. Let's draw a box. It's going to go, I think, the opposite direction here. And that's starting out. Yeah, it's going to go the opposite direction as a circle. So I'm going to try to kind of follow it around here, but the older I get, the easier I get dizzy by going into smallest of circles. Plus we've got a lot of sun glare there, guys. So that sun glare, I'm just going to return back around this way. And here it comes. Now it's going to kind of get, I think it's going to go bigger and bigger as it goes around. So as you can see, it did one rotation, but it got larger as it went because I was not that far out there when I started. So it's going to return now to where it started though. So I don't have to even bring it back myself, which I wouldn't mind doing. That's really neat. Really, really neat. This is just an absolutely amazing a drone for the price. It's just I'm just blown away. So we're in P mode now. We can go to sport mode if we want to here. And let's go. Let's see. How do I just get back to the regular mode? Because you click on video. You just want to get out of those smart Quickshot features. And the last thing I want to do is I want to do a return to home accuracy test. And the reason why is that during my flight review, I did test it, but it came down and it saw my mailbox and said, whoa, I don't think we're safe to land. That's really cool. The downward facing little pinhole optical flow type camera saw that. And it was just freezing that day. And my hands were so cold, I couldn't feel them to try to do another return to home. But it's cool here today. My hands are a little cold, but nothing like the other day. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start recording some video here. I'm just going to do 1080p at 60 again, and we'll record some video now, and we'll go ahead and take it out a little ways and then return it back to home. And we are in sport mode, so we know we can haul. I'm going to put the camera tilt up here. We're looking at too much of the ground. We'll fly it out here and take a look at some of the stuff out here. We're out about 500 feet, only up 100 feet, but there's no obstructions here, so I should have no problems with any Wi-Fi breakup or anything. I did deal with some of that yesterday. There I've got a little bit of, there's a little Wi-Fi breakup there. I'm at 1,000 feet out. Let's go ahead and yaw, and we're fine. Really kind of a little bit unexpected there, but it wasn't anything too terribly much. But I'm line of sight here. There's nothing obstructing me at all. So let's go ahead and let's do a return to home now. Hold that down, and let's see how accurate this is coming back and landing here. So it obviously uses that downward camera, as far as I can tell, for some sort of, you know, detection of anything it could obstruct its landing. But as far as I know, this does not have precision landing, so I don't think it's going to use that camera to try to land exactly on top of the landing pad here. But at least I've never seen that advertised. But you know, I don't know. I mean, that downward camera, you can use that for quite a bit if it wants to. Yeah, I can hear it zipping up overhead here. It's coming up. There it is. I tell you what, it is so small that it is like watching a bird. So unfortunately, your line of sight is going to be an issue. And by that I mean, if you are going to abide by the, at least in the United States, the FAA's guidance on keeping your aircraft within line of sight, you're not going to be able to go very far before this is going to be out of sight. So just something to keep in mind. Here it's kind of hovering and thinking about it a little bit. It's leveling out the gimbal camera so that doesn't bump into anything. And it's going to go ahead and land. Boy, that's pretty darn good. If you heard there some of the, I'm going to stop recording. The propeller's kind of chopped into this grass. The grass is probably could use one last mowing out here at the park, but that happens quite a bit on anything like this. My Evo does it too. Anything that sits low to the ground like that's going to chop up the grass. But I got to tell you what, this is a really nicely built drone. The price is just outstanding to be able to get a drone that does all of this with you know, people have taken this thing out a couple miles. I was out a fifth of a mile there, and I did get a very brief Wi-Fi freeze. It really wasn't a breakup, but who knows? That could have been anything. But I'm not too concerned about it. But this is just an absolute great drone. As you see, I don't have any FAA number on it. I don't have to put that on there because it's underneath the limit. And I did yesterday. I did put this on my digital scale. Came up 254, and that was with the gimbal guard on. Popped that off, put it back on, 249. Exactly what it's advertised at. Also makes me know that my scale is fairly accurate as well. So we are good to go in terms of that. All right, guys. So hopefully you saw there that the return to home was, you know, a foot, 2 feet off. Nothing much. Really good for just using GPS alone to find its way back to the pad. So hope you enjoyed this quick video. I don't know how quick it was, but testing all the smart features, or the quick shots they call it, in return to home accuracy. And be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll have more videos of the Mavic Mini, I'm sure. And click the bell so you know when I do upload a new video. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day.
The power of the dark side.